And so we went to go see The Martian. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunday. Yeah, it must be Sunday. Um, I liked it. I did. I'm probably gonna wind up buying it, but there was some stuff, especially at the end of the movie, that strayed too far from the book. Honestly. Um, Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I got to see it. But the ending to me was just so far from away from what the book showed. Um, and honestly, if I'm this may be a bit of spoilers right now. I don't know and I don't care. If they had kept the the final um, log message of the book, if they had kept that and did everything else that they did in the movie, I would have been fine with it. I would have been absolutely fine with it. But they skipped the final log message. And the final log message really summed up the entire point of the story, the entire moral, if you will, of the story. And that kind of ticked me off that they left that out. Um, Aside from that, it followed the book almost perfectly. There were a lot of jokes that weren't in the book but were in the movie that were pretty good. The ketchup joke, Martinez and Watney, um, the text back and forth, that was pretty funny. Um, and there's and one other complaint I have. I know they had to cut a lot of stuff, um, just to keep it within a 2 hour time frame and that kind of thing. But first off, every single scene was compressed to this ridiculously fast chat. And that meant that they weren't able to elaborate on the characters as much as I had hoped, as much as the book does. Um, for the most part, with almost all of the characters in the book, you get to understand a little bit about their motives going forward, what exactly what part they play in all this, and their own little personality quirks and stuff like that. But in the movie, you didn't really see any of that. And I understand why. I'm not necessarily saying, oh, it's a bad movie because there was no character development beyond Mark Watney. And I guess that's kind of bad, but I'm not necessarily holding it against them. They had to cut it down to that point. Um, Also, this is a spoiler, so skip it if you don't want to hear it. But Pathfinder never got destroyed. Uh, so, for those of you who watched the movie and didn't read the book, um, I'll give you a brief summary here. In the time that he was drilling the holes into the top of the rover, somewhere along that line, uh, Pathfinder got shorted out because of the drill, which he had to hook up to the hab. So, yeah, read the book if you haven't. If you watch the movie and haven't read the book, please read the book. The book is amazing. It goes a lot more deeply um, into everything that the movie showed, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, the movie's still great. Um, Aside from the ending, anyway. But yeah, I liked it. I talked with my parents on the way home. They both liked it pretty well. I think my dad liked it mainly because Mark started a garden on Mars. That's it. Just because he started a garden. Anyway, um, my mom, my mom has a weird grading scale. When I asked her what she thought about it, she's like, "It was pretty good." That was it. She seemed to like it though. She really seemed to like it. In fact, the entire movie. While I was originally planning for Dad to be on my left and Mom to be on my right, uh, Dad wound up on her right side. So pretty much the entire movie, I was leaning over to Mom saying, "Okay, this is the part where." I was explaining a lot of the movie to her, and I kind of like that honestly. I like that I have a little bit of inside knowledge about why he has to do this one thing instead of this other thing. Uh, for example, why he had to salvage human poop. Um, but yeah, it was a good movie. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it just left out a little bit too much, honestly. That's my major complaint with the Martian movie. Um, Other than that, yeah, absolutely great movie. I'll probably wind up buying the Blu-ray just because I love the book so much, and it's gonna be the only, probably the only um, movie rendition of the book ever. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get the movie. Let me know what you guys thought of the book, the movie. For those of you who both uh, read the book and watched the movie, give me details, man. Give me absolute details. Give me everything that you wanted to see in the movie, and whether or not it happened in the movie or not. Anyway, I keep saying or not for some reason. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Until tomorrow, I'll see you all later.